It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, it's baseball, the Westby Norse and the West Salem Panthers. The broadcast of today's game is brought to you by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning at 1025 Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Your comfort is their business. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. American Family Insurance and your agent in West Salem, Jim Quinn. Union State Bank in West Salem, where customers and community come first. Union State Bank. Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem, opening soon at George and Gillette on the north side of La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in historic downtown West Salem. And Allied Cooperative in Toma, West Salem, and Arcadia. Now let's go down to the field and KQEG's Rick Wilson and Art Fay. It's time for the KQEG TV. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to West Salem High School and Damian Miller Field. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay today bringing you a Cooley Conference baseball game. The Westby Norsemen today take on the West Salem Panthers. West Salem 0-1 in conference so far. I think they lost to Viroqua. I think that's their only loss in conference. And Westby 2-0, tied with GET right now for first place in the conference. So should be an interesting contest today, but it's early in the season, isn't it, Rick?
Well, it's so early, Rick, you can tell it's Wisconsin weather because coming up the stairs, they had to brush away a little bit of snow to come all the way up here. But, yeah, it should be a good one. It's in the low 50s right now, and the teams are coming out, and the kids are ready to go. We had a game last week with La Crescent and Aquinas, so we are into, games 6 for Westby, for West Salem tonight. It's game 5 for Westby tonight. So we've got ready to go here in kind of an overcast sky, and we got wind blowing out into the outfield. So if the ball gets up there, we might see a little bit of extra push towards the fence.
Now, you were mentioning just before we went on the air here, that it looks like Westby's playing with all seniors tonight. Is that right?
It looks like they got one junior starting in the lineup for Westby tonight, and that goes to Cole Peterson. But if the roster's not off, all seniors in the other 8 positions.
Sam Strangsteline will be pitching for the Westby Norsemen today. West Salem will have Caleb Weber on the mound. So it'll be interesting to see how those two shake out. Early in the season, I really, these first couple games, I always wonder how much they count in terms of how the team's going to finish the year. Obviously they count, but in terms of how they're probably going to finish out the year, I always think that the early games aren't as important as the ones, say, in May.
Well, you obviously want to get a roll on it and
sure.
where things are going and be able to, get your younger kids into position, But baseball's kind of a strange game, Sometimes you got a hot pitcher for that particular night, and you get out there and you can shut the other team down. So, a lot of goes into a game here, just, besides, just the X's and O's that you see on some of the other sports. But, this West Salem team coming in, Rick, they've got a couple of 3 sophomores actually starting for them, and 3 seniors that I'm looking at the lineup here. So they've got a younger squad that's going to be on the field today for the Panthers.
Well, we have quite a bit of a breeze blowing across the field right now, heading towards left field. So whether or not that's going to influence today's game, we'll see as things go along. And I think at starting time here, it's about 50 degrees? Is it that high?
We'll double check that. I think coming out here, it was close to that, but
close to that.
It doesn't take much time to change.
Well, they're going to get the lineups introduced and probably the Star Spangled Banner here. So while they do that, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the start of tonight's game and the first pitch right after these messages.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Are you ready for the Ultimate Platter Challenge? Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. Our Ultimate Platter is loaded with pork, brisket, chicken, ribs, 3 sides, and 4 slices of bread. If you can eat it all, it's yours free. I'll even give you a certificate for another one you can share with your friends. So how about it? You ready to take the challenge? Stop by, check out the rules, and dig in. And oh yeah, that's a mouthful.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter where you
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay, and we are just about ready to get underway here now. West Salem, of course, out in the field, starting things off. And at the bat for Westby, leading is Hunter Ward. He is the second baseman for West Salem, followed up by Nolan Rux and on deck, and Gunnar Hansen.
Well, Rick, starting the game, I did check the weather, and it's 57 degrees.
57,
yeah,
okay.
And it's blowing out towards left field. You can probably hear it in our microphones.
Yeah, you can hear that wind blowing through here.
Yeah. You know, and this is one of those, you know, the West Salem complex of their sports for their high school has really been improved over the last years. And Damian Miller, with his contribution here, has made a spectacular field for these Panthers.
Have, absolutely. You know, this whole education complex out here, they've done an incredible job. They've got the elementary school, the middle school, the high school, all in this little area here, in addition to all the athletic facilities and the fields and hockey, and it's all just right here. I think they've done an amazing job putting this together, so much so that I understand other school districts come here to see how they've set things up here.
I hadn't heard that.
Wow. I talked to Troy Gunderson, who's the school superintendent out here, and he was telling me about that. 2 balls and 1 strike right now to Hunter Ward. That's Caleb Weber on the mound today for West Salem. There's another strike. Take that 2-2.
Well, for the top of the lineup here, center field is playing fairly shallow. Right field, same way.
There's a fly ball to left field, and that's going to be a base hit. Drops in, rolls off onto the warning track. He's going to get a double out of that one.
Boy, you got all of that one. Right
sure
down
did.
the field. Hit that about 300 feet on a 325-foot fence.
So a man on second base is the way West Salem or Westby gets things started here, and Nolan Rux comes up. Gunnar Hansen in the batter's box. He's on deck. Excuse me, on deck in the batter's box, Nolan Rux. There's a strike. Strike 1.
You know, this is one of the few fields too, Rick, you got out there, but not only the scoreboard, but they got the pitch count because the kids can only go to 100.
Yeah, many of the schools have to keep count in their dugout, but here they actually have one right on the scoreboard. Ball 1, 1-1.
you just joined us, we're in the top of the first inning here. No score so far. West Salem and Westby are it's a 1-1 count to Nolan Rux, who is the shortstop for Westby. That one's into the dirt, and he's going to third. No throw. They're not going to play on him. They let him go down to third. So stolen base there on a wild throw by Caleb Weber. Catcher is David Latos today for West Salem. Big, tall redhead behind the plate. That looked a little high. Ball 2, strike 1.
Yeah, Weber getting behind now, 3-1. Really opens up the door for Rux to do whatever he wants.
Big swing, make it 3-2, full count. No outs, Hunter Ward on third base. Looking to score. Any kind of fly ball even would probably score him. There's a foul ball. Count stays 3-2.
Westby in their outings, they've scored 8 runs in one game, but 1 run and then 2, and then they didn't score in another.
Another fly ball. That one's to left field. It's going to drop right into his glove, and it does. 1 out, but he's going to take home plate, and Westby scores 1.
Nice sacrifice fly out there by Rux to get him in.
Yeah, he put a lot of muscle on that ball there. It went quite a distance. Both of these teams, I believe both of these teams played Aquinas, and they both lost to Aquinas. Did I get that right?
I'll double check, but I think you're right.
You've got the numbers. All right, the man with the numbers.
Yeah, so Westby lost 4-0 to Aquinas.
Right.
And West Salem lost 8-7.
Now, you saw Aquinas play La Crescent, didn't you?
I did. You didn't. That was a hard one to judge Aquinas at that point in time. They used, I think they used about 5 pitchers in that particular game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, La Crescent is a good ball club, and they were tough on them. And they had a pretty good pitcher up there when they played him, and they had already pitched a part of a 2-man no-hitter.
Uh-huh.
So when they got up there, they looked pretty good. And Aquinas was using a lot of their kids. They just get them on the mound as far as pitching, and they brought a lot of people around.
Well, it wasn't there's a high fly pop-up, and Latos is under it. He's got it. 2 outs. That must have been tough looking right up into the sky like that.
Those straight up high back.
Yeah, not quite into the sun, but still you're looking right up into the sky.
Just making sure where it is, get blown around, because Latos, he took a little bit of a lunge to get it at the very end.
Yeah, he did. So that'll bring up Gunnar Hansen. Nope, that's Weston Kabat, the designated hitter, hitting to strike 1. He's hitting for Carter Dayton, the right fielder. Ooh, that one's high. 1-1.
Yeah, got away from a little bit high in the release. You said when we started this, we picked the right night because later on this week, a lot of rain in the forecast.
Yeah, a lot of rain Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow night we've got Aquinas at Holman. There's a ground ball. Shortstop's got it over to first, and they got him. And that's 3 outs. So Kabat grounds out to the shortstop, and that brings us to the end of the top of the first inning. We move to the bottom of the first in just a moment. While we're getting things ready here, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the start of the second inning, or first inning, bottom of the first, right after this.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Are you ready for the Ultimate Platter Challenge? Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. Our Ultimate Platter is loaded with pork, brisket, chicken, ribs, 3 sides, and 4 slices of bread. If you can eat it all, it's yours free. I'll even give you a certificate for another one you can share with your friends. So how about it? You ready to take the challenge? Stop by, check out the rules, and dig in. And oh yeah, that's a mouthful.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay, and we are back on board here. Our score 1-0. Westby leads it at the moment.
Well, you know, the head coach for West Salem is Chuck Ely. What an institution out here.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many years, but it's been a lot of years that he's devoted to coaching and being part of the West Salem program.
Just a really nice guy, too. All right, 1-0. Westby's in the lead. On the mound now for Westby is Sam Strangsteline. And up first for West Salem, Christian Reamer. This young man's a good hitter. He's the second baseman for West Salem. Let's see, Ward Hunter is on second for Westby. Nolan Rux is at shortstop. Gunnar Hansen behind the plate. Fly ball. Is that going to drop in there? Nope, caught. So Reamer flies out to the center fielder, who is Alex Glutch. Sam Strangsteline, mentioned on the mound. Cole Peterson is at third base. Sam Berg is in left field, and in right field is Carter Dayton. So up next for West Salem, this is Justin Barney, the third baseman, and a foul ball. Strike one. David Latos on deck. Fly ball to center field, and can he get there? No, it drops in. That'll be a single. So base hit for Justin Barney, puts a tying run on first base. And that brings up David Latos.
Alex Glutch out at center field. He really hustled in, but just one of those things like a seeing eye, seeing eye dog. He found his way in there. David Latos, a catcher. He's a big kid.
Yeah. Well, plays on the basketball team out here too at West Salem. 6'2", 6'3", something like that. First pitch is a ball. And that's going to probably go foul. It does. Foul ball, but he tagged that one pretty good. Strike two, 1-2. I'll make that 1-1, excuse me. So runner on first, 1-1 the count to Latos. That goes the other way, left field this time. It's snagged, and the runner will go back and tag back at first. So that's 2 out.
That's kind of frustrating as a batter. You hit it and you got it well, but it was right at him.
Right at him. Trent Foreman coming up now, batting cleanup for the Panthers. Another young man that plays on the basketball team. And center fielder for the Panthers. Fastball. Ball one. Looks down to the coach at the third baseline and picks up his signal. Strangseline winds up, pitch, and big swing, strike.
A lot of smoke on that for Strangseline.
It's 1-1. Ooh.
Oh, you say he went or not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They took him on that?
Yep. Looked like he made the offer.
1-2. Strangseline in a good spot here. He's going to maybe throw a little trash this time, see if he can get him to reach for it. Whoa, that's in the dirt.
Yeah, like in any game, you know, you see this pitcher, it takes a couple of pitches just kind of get the rhythm and how he delivers.
Ooh, big swing again, and he strike him out. So Trent Foreman strikes out, and that finishes the side. We'll move to the top of the second inning. Coming up for Westby will be Kenny Berg, Sam Berg, and Cole Peterson. But before we go there, we'll have a chance to remind you about one of our sponsors here today. Start with Allied Cooperative. They've got the products you need from the people you trust, all close to home. From agronomy, feed, and grain to LP and refined fuels to Ace Hardware and Cenex. Allied Cooperative. Now that's something to cheer about. All right. Well, Westby in the lead. Our score is 1-0 as we move to the top of the second inning here.
I was kind of looking around too, Rick, and just seeing what these teams around the state were shaping up. And, you know, we don't have too many teams that are in the early going here that are looking in the rankings. You know, the nearest one really was Prairie du Chien, was catching some votes out there.
Yeah, Prairie du Chien was ranked second, weren't they, in their division?
They were.
And both of these teams, or at least I think Westby, lost to Prairie du Chien.
Could have.
I had that note somewhere here.
They did, 3-2, which is
okay. I don't know if Westby hasn't played Prairie, have they? I don't think they did.
I don't think they have.
No.
Prairie du Chien, one of the area teams. Hillsboro down in Division 4. It's got ranking a 10th. But other than that, you know, there's only 4 divisions in baseball.
Yep.
So Division 3 is a little sparse for our area teams.
Yeah, I have West Salem lost to Prairie, they lost to Viroqua, and they lost to Aquinas. So they've lost to 3 really good teams. They beat Logan, they beat Osseo Fairchild, and most recently beat Sparta 10-3 just last Tuesday when you were doing the La Crescent game. They were beating Sparta.
Yeah, well, West Salem has shown that they can put up some runs here. I mean, they're not, you know, big wins, but, you know, 10, 9, 8, 7, that's some runs, you know, that's significant runs in a game. So they have been producing some offense.
Westby will, they beat Luther 1-0, lost to Aquinas 0-4, 4-0. They beat Riverdale 8-2, and they beat Viroqua just yesterday, or last Tuesday, I guess it was, 2-1. That was a close one for them. And Viroqua is always a pretty solid team, too.
Yeah.
Viroqua 2-1 in conference, I believe. Kenny Berg at the plate now for Westby. First baseman. The count's now 1-1. Coach Hamilton with a little bit of instruction from third baseline there. Keep your head down, he says. Stay with it. There's a strike. Caught that inside corner, 1-2 now. Cole Weber still on the mound for West Salem. Ooh, got him. So, struck out Kenny Berg.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a low pitch that he went after.
Yeah. Sam Berg coming up now. Sam is the left fielder. He had some a little bit of a workout, didn't he? Caught a couple out there in left field.
Yeah.
There's a foul ball. There's still some snow on that roof over there.
Is.
You notice that?
Bouncing around there, looking at it, what is that?
Yeah, I think that's snow. 0-1. Ground ball. Third baseman coming in. Can he get it there in time? No, he beat it out. He's safe. Sam Berg gets a base hit out of that one.
Yeah, like a full swinging bunt. I mean, it worked just like that. And Berg had a little bit of speed, and the third baseman couldn't get in there and make that happen.
So man on first and one out brings up Cole Peterson, the third baseman. Over to first, and he's safe.
You know, we were watching La Crescent last week when they came out, Rick, you know, Rick Boyer, their head coach, he plays aggressive. I mean, he's got his guys running. There's hit and running going on, and, you know, they're not afraid to try to get out there and steal a base. They're trying to manufacture some runs, and they did.
And there's a guy, you talk about that coach, Rick Boyer, there's a guy that really loves baseball.
Oh, gosh.
He goes to Florida every year to play in a 60 or a 50-plus league. And while he was down there this year, he played in a 60-plus league, too. There's a strike.
Yeah, he's in great shape, too.
Yeah. Well, it's carrying all that furniture around.
I think so.
0-2 the count now.
There he goes.
There goes the man, and that's going to go foul. Foul ball. Boy, that was close.
Yeah,
that had been another foot over. That would have been a heck of a play for Westby.
Yeah, that was a hit and run was all on there. You're right. That one only went foul by about a foot.
Yep. So the count stays 0-2 to Peterson. Runner on first. Gets back to first base. That is Sam Berg on first. There goes the runner, and this time he tips it foul. Runner gets down to second.
Says the runner's out, because I think technically first base was occupied. So the runner's out. And that'll move.
So 2 outs.
Yep, move Sam Berg down to second base. But that'll be Cole Peterson that was struck out.
And Sam Strangsteline, the pitcher, coming up. Man on second base now as they slowly move him around. 2 outs. 1-0 Westby. Strike one. Strike two. Weber bearing down on him.
I was going to say Weber's going right after him.
Got him.
Oh,
whoa, boom, boom,
straight
boom.
there.
Struck him out. So that ends the top of the second. We'll move to the bottom of the second inning here in just a moment. Coming up for West Salem, Gavin Holtz, Zach Hutchinson, and Caleb Weber. And we'll take a little break. Our score is still 1-0, Westby in the lead. And we'll be back with the bottom of the second inning right after these messages.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter where you...
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street in downtown West.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Art Fay. We are at the bottom of the second inning now. Westby in the lead. It's 1-0. Coming up now for the West Salem Panthers, Gavin Host will lead things off. On deck is Zach Hutchinson, Caleb Weber in the hole. So just about ready to get things back underway here.
Last weekend I was out at UWL. They had the Ashton May invite, track meet out there. And they had about 8 teams, I think, were represented in that. And Winona State being Division II, and then the rest were Division III teams there. St. Scholastica, Whitewater, Stevens Point, Stout, of course, lacrosse were all there. And St. Thomas had a few runners there. And, you know, they had great weather, you know, and they put on a great event. And it kind of limiting a little bit because you get so many teams there that it becomes a long day. I mean, they started at 11 o'clock and they did finish up by 6, but that's a lot of track and field events in a day.
Boy, that's a long day. Yeah, you bet. Ball one. Yeah, I saw that not a week or so ago, I saw that some of the football players are out for spring practice or warm up or whatever.
Yeah, Mike Schmidt's got them going.
Yep. 1-1 the count now. Gavin Holst, the first baseman for Panthers. There it is, right back past the pitcher. Picked up by the third baseman, and
got him.
They got him. Boy, I tell you, he was just a step off.
Yeah, that was a bang play.
Yeah.
That I think that went off the foot of Strangs-Leans at the mound, and the third baseman had enough time to make it happen.
Yeah, great job by the third baseman to get that done. I want to invite those who might be watching us on the internet to please subscribe to our channel. Right next to the window there where you're watching us, there should be a little red button that says subscribe. So if you click on that, every time we go live, you'll get a little memo, or a little note rather, on your cell phone to let you know that KQEG just went live. And you'll be able to join us very quickly. So subscribe to our channel.
A nice throw came from Cole Peterson, who's playing third base for Westby.
Ball one, strike one.
That wind's blowing across the field, kind of like right to left.
Yep. Ooh, got him there. 1-2. Zach Hutchinson.
Yeah, he put a little heat on that one.
Strangsteline still on the mound for the Norseman. Foul ball into the net it goes. Count stays 1-2. It looks like Strangsteline with about 19 pitches so far. Am I reading that correctly?
You are.
Okay.
You know, the kids are, you know, they're pacing. If they wanted to pitch right now, at least at this early stage, they would make all 7.
Ooh, that was high. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. Ooh, got him. Struck him out.
Yeah. A little bit of a high.
Yeah, he went for that. 2 outs. And that brings up Caleb Weber, the pitcher for West Salem. Goes high, ball 1. Ball 2. That's high too, ball 3. He's got to come after him now. Look for that one down the middle. He walked him.
4 straight pitches.
Wow. First walk of the day, so that puts a runner on first, and that's the tying run as Keegan Kuehl. Keegan Kuehl is up next, and Keegan is the left fielder.
Yeah, you look at this outfield here, Rick, for West Salem. 325 yards down the line. Dead center is 375, and right and left center at 350. So I mean, if you hit it out of here, you earned it.
You hit a good one. Oh,
yeah,
we've got a pinch runner coming in. Number 27 would be Josh Knudsen. Josh is a senior. And at bat now, Keegan Kuehl. 2 outs. Runner on first, 1-0. Westby in the lead. There's a strike. Like Strangsteline had lost that strike zone for a little bit there as he pitched about 5 balls in a row. Now he hits him with a strike. Oh, he reached for that one, didn't he? Tags first, and that's 3 outs. Right back to the first baseman it goes. So top of the 3rd inning coming up. Our score still 1-0. Westby in the lead, and Westby coming up at the bottom of the order. Start with Alex, is it Glutch? I think I got that right. Is that G-L-U-C-H?
I thought it was.
No, it'd be this other page.
Okay.
Number 2, Alex
Glutch,
it looks like. Yeah, senior. He'll start, lead things off. Then we'll go to the top of the order with Hunter Ward and Nolan Rooks. So still the score, 1-0. While they're warming up a little bit here, I get a chance to once again remind you about one of our sponsors here. The folks up here in West Salem, the businesses really support their team, and we sure appreciate that. Union State Bank of West Salem is one of those. It's proud to support West Salem athletics. Union State Bank, a hometown community bank serving families and businesses in the Cooley region. For all of your banking needs, make it Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC. Union State Bank of West Salem. Had a lady stop me at one of the basketball games we did, Art, and thank me and tell me how wonderful they thought it was, the service that we provide to the kids and the families. And well, I said to her, tell our sponsors that. So she said, I'll call them, absolutely.
Well, you know, one of the games that we carried was during the basketball season was the Aquinas girls. We followed them all the way down.
Oh, we did, yeah.
And then we went to sectionals down in Verona when they played Belleville. Mm-hmm. That's the hometown that I grew up in.
Yeah.
And saw a bunch of those guys again this past weekend, and they asked me, they said, is that coach's daughter, Lexi Donarski, going to be back next year? And he says, yeah. He goes, oh, no.
And she's bringing her sister next year.
Yeah.
And I hear her sister is just as good.
Well, they got 4 out of 5 starters coming back.
Yep.
So they're forced to be reckoned with again next year.
Should be an exciting season again. Central also, we had a great time following Central all the way to where was that? We went not Rapids.
I didn't make that trip. Where'd you go?
Oh, that's right. You didn't go with us, did you? Wausau? Watched a beautiful facility up there. They played Merrill, and we had a whole bunch of folks watching on the internet that day, but unfortunately Central couldn't pull it off and win the gold ball this year.
That's tough. It's real tough to do that.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
They've got the makings of being there, obviously.
Yep. This is Alex Glutch, the center fielder, and he's hitting that one right over to us. Oh,
I thought Jesse might be able to catch that.
I thought Jesse was going to reach for it. No. A panicked look on his face. 1-2 the count.
I was going to say, your computer might have been needing another update.
Then I would have caught it. If it was headed for the computer, I would have gotten myself in the way here. Looked good.
A little bit outside.
Yeah, a little bit. 2-2. Caleb Weber still on the mound for West Salem. That's a little high there too. Looks like a full count, 3-2. There's a ground ball right to the first baseman. Oh, he didn't get it. Yep. It hit his mitt and just dropped, but he picked it back up and tagged the bag and got him out. So Glutch grounds out. Glutch grounds out to the first baseman. And now we go to the top of the batting order for Westby, and Hunter Ward, who doubled to left field last time. Nolan Rux is on deck.
Yeah. Ground ball like that to first base is a little forgiving because you've got that little bit of cushion of time. Comes right at you there, and as you said, he didn't pick it up cleanly, but he had plenty of time to regroup and get the out.
Kind of bounced out of his glove, and he thought he had it, started to move towards the first base, and then saw it sitting there, so picked it up with his left hand and tagged the base. Strike one to our batter. There's a foul ball. That'll make it strike two. 0-2 to Hunter Ward.
Yeah, there's about a 3-foot opening over there, and he hit it on the right side, and he got it through.
Right through the fence.
Right through the fence and popped down in the dugout.
That's high that time, 1-2. Ooh, there's a little
trouble.
Yep, drops right into behind the second baseman, and he'll get himself a base hit there.
Yeah, the second baseman, Hunter Ward, just a little soft fly ball into shallow center.
Nolan Rux coming up now. 1 out, man on first. Rux hit a fly ball, tagged a good one into left field, but it was caught by Keegan Kuehl out there.
Yeah, he was able to get Hunter Ward in because he had a double and he moved over to third. And then that sacrifice fly out to left field. The only score of the game so far.
They're going to go for 2. Oh, he threw it too far out into center field. So the runner, and now they overthrow the third baseman. The runner will move down to second, so that's going to be a 2-bagger for Nolan Rux on an error. I imagine that error would be on the pitcher.
One error on the pitcher, and the throw to advance the runners really just that should have been a throw to second to split the runners, but just what happens.
He just kind of threw it a little bit too far to the right of the second baseman, so just didn't quite throw it right. So that's going to bring up Gunnar Hansen now. He had a little pop fly there that was caught by the catcher last time up. So now we've got runners on second and third for Westby, and only 1 out.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't really need to bunt unless you want to play small ball, but the throwing error to the second base and then the fielder's choice move these runners to second and third.
We're going to have a little discussion out at the mound here.
That was a pretty good opportunity for the Norseman.
And there's a foul ball into the parking lot. That was not a car that you heard it hit. It was a tin roof over there. Runners at second and third. There's the pitch. Two and one. There's a ground ball. Shortstop's got it over to first. He beat it out.
Wow.
He beat it out.
As a slow hopper going to short.
Yeah. So Hansen gets a base hit and an RBI. And it's 2-1, 2-0 rather. Now wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. They put it up on the board. 2-0. And that'll bring up the DH, Weston Cabot.
But that was the right play all the way around for all these players. Second baseman, or on second base is Nolan Rux, and he did the right thing of staying put.
So runners at first and second now, and one out. Counts 1-0 to Cabot. And that's going to go out of play. 1-1. Foul ball. There's a strike. 1-2. Top of the third inning here, 2-0. Westby in the lead, one out, and runners at first and second. And our count is 1-2 to the batter, Weston Cabot. Got him, struck him out. So 2 outs now. That will bring up Kenny Berg. He struck out last time at bat.
Yeah, there's 3 strikeouts for Weber so far tonight.
Yeah. Woo. Right, foul. That's going to go out of play. Tagged it pretty good, but...
Yeah, he got up and around his chest and he swung at it.
Strike one. Strike two, another foul ball. Now if Weber can put one in there, see if he can't come through with a waste pitch that sucks him in and strike him out. Not that one though. Ball one. 1-2. Ball two.
Yeah, the scoreboard thought he was a strike.
They've got it 1 and 3, don't they?
3, yeah, that's a different.
Oh, now it's 1 and 5. Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
They'll catch up.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Gone full.
Gee, going to a full count
yeah.
now.
It
3 and 2.
Yep. Coach Hamilton telling him, make sure it's in that strike zone. Runners will be going.
Everybody runs.
There they go.
He walked him. Kenny Berg gets on base, and now we've got bases loaded, and Sandberg is coming up. He got a base hit to the third baseman last time. Sam Berg with a chance to drive in some runs here for Westby. Big swing, strike one.
He did. He went right after that one. He liked where that one was at.
Yeah. I hate to think what would have happened if he'd have connected.
Yeah.
Woo.
He did have a pretty good stroke at it.
He sure did. Strike one. There's a ground ball. Shortstop picks it up over to second, tags the base, and that retires the side. So Berg hits it right to shortstop, and that will bring us to the end of the inning. Our score 2-1 as Westby puts another one up on the board, and we'll take a little break and bring you the bottom of the third inning in just a little bit. So stick around, everybody, and we'll continue with tonight's game right after these messages on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyers Furniture.
You know that Boyers is a small...
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street and downtown.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay at Damian Miller Field here out at West Salem High School. Our score 2-0 as the Westby Norsemen put another one on the board last top of the inning here. It's the bottom of the third now, and West Salem coming up. And they will start with the bottom of the order. Adam Gorski, the designated hitter, will lead things off, followed by Christian Reamer and Justin Barney. Gorski is the DH for Austin Severe, who is the right fielder. See if Gorski can get something going here for the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers can put up runs in a big hurry when they get going. So just 2-run is not by any means insurmountable.
Oh, no, especially this early in the game. That's a swing. 1-1 the count.
A little delayed decision on that one. That would have made it tough to hit that. Gorski is sophomore.
There's a strike two. 1-2. Low and inside there, 2-2 now. Sam Strang-Stalline still on the mound. He's run 32 pitches so far as he gets into his third inning. Struck him out. So Gorski goes down swinging, and we bring on the top of the order, Christian Reamer, and this is the second baseman. Flied out to center field last time. Tagged it pretty good, but center fielder was able to pull it in. Hunter Ward for Westby. That one was low inside. Ball one.
Yeah, sometimes when you're a batter up there, you look down third base line and you're almost wishing your coach, how do I hit this thing?
Ball two.
Reamer up there. He's top of the order again.
There's a strike, 2-1. Boy, kind of pulled the string on that one, didn't he? Little change up there. 3-1 though. And he walks him. So, Reamer gets on base, and Justin Barney up next. He got a base hit last time up. Dropped one into center field that they couldn't quite get to.
And Rick, that's the lone hit right now for West Salem.
Yeah.
They got a little life, though, with a runner on first.
There's a strike. There goes the runner down to second, and he'll get in there uncontested. Oh, and 2. Barney swung at that and kind of made it a little harder for the catcher to find the ball, I think.
Might have been working, trying to protect the runner and doing a hit and run.
Yep. 1 and 2 now. There's a strike. He got him. Barney looks a little surprised.
Yeah, he does.
So Latos comes up now. The catcher, David Latos. He will he hit it out to left field last time, flied out. So runner still on second.
If I remember right,
out.
He tagged it pretty good. It was right at him.
Yep. A little high that time, ball 1. Where'd that sun go? We had some sun here for a while.
It's behind the snow clouds.
That's high, ball 2. There he tagged one. That's going to go right to the shortstop. See if he can beat it out. No, he didn't. So Latos grounds out to the shortstop. That brings the inning to a close, and no runs that time around for West Salem, although they put 1 hit up on the board. But our score is still 2-0. Westby in the lead, and Westby moving into the top of the 4th inning. Cole Peterson will be up first. Sam Strangsteline on deck, and Alex Glutch in the hole. So we will take a moment while they get ready here to remind you that another one of our sponsors today, our friends over at American Family Insurance. And that, of course, in West Salem is your agent, Jim Quinn. See Jim for protecting what you've achieved so you can dream fearlessly. Jim is your star-certified American Family Insurance agent. He's at 123 East Hamilton Street in West Salem. American Family Insurance. Protect carefully, dream fearlessly. All right, we'll set it up here for you. The score 2-0 as we move into the top of the 4th inning for Westby. Still on the mound for West Salem is Caleb Weber. Caleb so far, 58 pitches up there, averaging just under 20 an inning.
Yeah, he's kind of a little bit over the top on the pitching right now, as far as number of pitches.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're headed to Holman for Aquinas versus Holman. Should be an interesting game. Aquinas always with and Holman, both with pretty solid teams usually.
I was going to say, the Vikings usually put out a good solid team every year.
Down to second base it goes, and Cole Peterson is up. Struck out last time. Kind of a weird strikeout, though, didn't he? He was tagged by the catcher or something like that, or was it called third strike? Or
well, yeah.
I forget what happened with that one.
Well, it was a swinging strike. The runner took off. It was basically a hit and run. He struck out. So off he went, and he didn't need to tag him.
Yep, I think you just call it a strikeout,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, basically a strikeout and a stolen base.
Ground ball. That's caught by the third baseman. Can he get it there in time? No, he doesn't. But a great job stopping that one at third base. He just didn't, his throw was actually short. It took a couple of hops before it got there. So, a base hit.
Well, Zach Hutchinson had to dive, and he had to pin it actually against the base. And he had to get up from his knees to throw it over there, so it made it a very difficult play.
That's a tough one. Strangseline, the pitcher now at the plate. Struck out last time. Goes for the bunt, misses it. Little small ball here. See if they can move the runner around. Strike one.
Yeah, that's all part of the game. So your third baseman, Hutchinson's going to be moving in. They're indicating, come on in.
You notice the lights just came on.
Yeah. So Hutchinson about 10 feet in the grass. There he goes, scores again.
Strike two.
Offer, yeah.
So they'll let him swing at this one now. Got him, struck him out again. So one out, runner on first, and Alex Glutch, bottom of the order, coming up.
Caleb Weber doing a nice job on the mound. Getting back at it.
Glutch ground out to the first baseman last time, hit it right down the line. Ball one. Oh, nice. Fly ball to right field. Picked up and right. And the runner from first will go all the way to third as Glutch gets a base hit.
Good solid poke down the right field line.
Oh, yeah.
And Cole Peterson, he rounded second, and he didn't have any intention to stop.
And you love it when the bottom of the order gets on base like that. And now the top of the order coming up, Hunter Ward, who's doubled the first time up, base hit the second time up. It's a solid hitter.
Yep. He's having a good night. Ward not only got 2 base hits, he scored twice, so his teammates moving him around.
See what he does this time.
It's great, another great opportunity for the Norseman. Runners at the corners.
Strike one. Foul tip, strike two. 0-2. Well, let's see if Weber can slide one past him here. Finish this, or at least add another out. Ooh, he reached for that one, but he pokes it right out there into center field, drops it in the middle of everybody, and a run comes in.
Boy,
very well done.
Yeah, Hunter Ward, 3 for 3 with that one.
Yep.
Advances the runners.
And 3-0.
So Nolan Rux comes up. He's had a sacrifice fly out to left field. Got on a fielder's choice back in the third.
Foul ball. Wind is blowing out to left field, it looks like now. A little shift in the wind. It's a batter's wind, let's say. Nolan Rux at the plate, 0-1 the count. Runners on first and second for the Norsemen. It's a little high. Ground ball, shortstop picks it up, goes to first. Did he get him that time?
Got him that time.
I think he did. All right, so runners advance, though, to second and third, and 2 outs.
Yeah, it was kind of almost like a knuckleball the way that came off the bat. It was a slow ground ball to the shortstop, so you only had one place to go. Now you got your third batter in the lineup.
Gunnar Hansen.
Yep.
Got a base hit last time up. And drove in a run, too. Strike one, 2 outs. Whoa, nice solid fly ball to center field and caught. And that retires the side. Boy, he hit a good one out there.
Trenton Foreman at center field did a nice job. He was on his horse right away.
Boy, he was pedaling backwards, wasn't he?
Right away, he played that one well.
So that puts our score 3-0 as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. West Salem coming up right after this.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Are you ready for the Ultimate Platter Challenge? Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. Our Ultimate Platter is loaded with pork, brisket, chicken, ribs, 3 sides, and 4 slices of bread. If you can eat it all, it's yours free. I'll even give you a certificate for another one you can share with your friends. So how about it? You ready to take the challenge? Stop by, check out the rules, and dig in. And oh yeah, that's a mouthful.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
And welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay. Our score 3-0 as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. West Salem coming up. Trent Foreman, who just caught that long ball in center field, will be coming up first, followed by Gavin Holst and Zach Hutchinson.
Line reads for Westby so far, 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. West Salem, no runs, a single hit and a single error so far.
Well, we'll see if Foreman can get something going here. Just looked like he had a different number that he's wearing there, doesn't
Well,
he?
I think he's got like a
sweatshirt
on, yeah. Over the top of his number 20.
Somebody else's number, I think.
Yeah, because he's number 20.
Yeah.
And 30 with a sweatshirt.
And there's no 30 though on the team. So ball 1 to Foreman. There's a nice hit. Stopped by the shortstop. Can he get it to? Nope, he's not even going to try. So a base hit there. Could have been a lot more if the shortstop hadn't jumped in there and stopped that. That was Nolan Rux stopping that ball.
Yeah, the official scorer calls it an error, so E6.
Oh, okay.
Huh. But good speed by Foreman to beat that one out.
Yeah. Gavin Holst coming up next. He ground out to the third baseman last time at bat. We got a runner on first. Let's see if West Salem can get something going here. There's a fly ball to right field. It's going to drop in and a base hit. Foreman will dive into second base. Runners at first and second now.
Foreman slid into second base and there was no play on him, but
yeah,
it was just kind of an odd look. But it puts runners at first and second, and something's happening now for the Panthers.
Zach Hutchinson now.
Third baseman had some good plays over at third early in the game here.
Struck out last time up. Low and outside, ball 1. Almost got away from the catcher there. Hansen got in front of it.
Yeah, left-handed batter on the fake bunt. You're going to see first base charge in. Third will stay put. The pitcher's responsibility to handle the other side.
Whoa, he popped it up. Oh, nice catch. Nice catch. He popped up the bunt. And the catcher pulls it in.
Oh, what hustle by Gunnar Hansen.
No kidding.
Coming out of his catcher's position, just diving there. Boy, that couldn't have been better.
1 out. Runners at first and second, and Caleb Weber up now. The pitcher walked him last time. Ball 1. Tuno. Tying run at the plate. Big swing. There goes the runner. No. They got him.
Yeah. That would look like a delayed steal. It was a double, but a delayed steal.
Trent Foreman kind of looked like he was trying to dance his way into the base, didn't he?
He did.
So 2 outs now. Runner on second. Count is 2-0. Strike 1. No, make that 2-2. Looks like they changed the count on the board there. Caught back up to it now, and 2-2, I believe, is what it is. Got him. Boy, that looked kind of high, but okay. Can't tell from my position. We moved to the top of the 5th inning, and while they got another hit out of that and an error, they were unable to put a score on the board.
Had an opportunity, it just didn't come together for them. So now we go to the top of the 5th. Panthers only down 3-0.
And another reminder here, one of our sponsors tonight, Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services. They've been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services and prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. That's Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. We got a pretty good baseball season planned here, you know, if Mother Nature allows it. Next week we'll have Eau Claire Memorial at Holman. It's on the 23rd, and then Sparta at Holman on the 24th. So a couple of games coming up yet next week.
Well, I'm sorry, Rick.
Well, I was going to say, and this weekend's a big weekend. You know, we start races. Saturday at the La Crosse Speedway, 2 o'clock. It's going to be the Frostbuster.
get that baby going.
And I hope it isn't the Frostbuster, but it's.
I don't think so. I think
no, it's looking good.
We're going to get weather that's going to come in and be a little wet during the middle of the week, and then it's going to be in the mid-60s, so it'll be good.
They're saying sunny and 65 for Saturday right now, so let's hope that stays that way.
You know, if these games all get in, you know, and you just never know with spring weather, but, you know, West Salem's got 22 games on their roster. Westby's got 26, so lots of baseball. You know, and I started looking at their lineups here, you know, when they did the national anthem. They got 13, looks like tonight anyway, 13 players dressed for West Salem and 15 for Westby. So, you know, you got to kind of, with that many games, you got to really start looking and see who you can use for pitchers.
Yeah.
That's a lot of baseball over 2 months.
So 3-0. Leading off for Westby is the designated hitter, Weston Cabot. He struck out last time at bat, ground out the first inning, hit one to the shortstop, and they got him. Weber's still on the mound for West Salem. He's got 72 pitches under his belt.
Yeah, he's got quite a few pitches.
Whoa, he threw that one over everybody's head. Got away from him.
You know, we were in my hometown this past weekend and met a couple of the guys, you know, reminiscing from high school.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the guys brought up, we were involved in a game. It was 27-26. A high school baseball game.
Baseball game?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think one of our guys got hit 4 times at bat. You know, it was just crazy game.
That seems like a football score more than it does.
It was just like, you get up, how many times you can score? But Gary got hit 4 times in that game.
Oh my. 1-2 the count. Got him. So there we go. Cabot strikes out, and that'll bring up Kenny Berg. They walked him last time. Berg is the first baseman for the Norsemen.
For Weber, that was his 5th strikeout of the evening.
Strike one.
Kenny Berg, a big guy. You know, he tagged it a couple of times. He hasn't got a hit yet, but boy, some of those foul balls he was hitting had a little steam to him.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Got to be careful with Berg.
Yeah, he can tag it pretty good. Gets a hold of it. A little high that time. 2-1. There, big swing. Evens it up, 2-2. Foul tip. He keeps it in there, 2-2 the count. Oh, full count now, 3-2.
You know, we were talking about the mechanics of baseball, just, you know, simple baseball and how fast that ball comes in at a variety of levels. So you've got less than a second to determine if you're going to swing at it, and then you hit a round ball with a round bat. You know, going, wow. You know, the way this really works, the physics of it just really don't seem to make any sense.
He walked him. Hand-eye coordination is what it's all about, I guess. So we got a runner on first, 1 out, and now Sam Berg coming up. Sam ground out to the shortstop last time up, got a base hit before that. Oh, that's one. Gonna fall right in there. That'll be a base hit. And a runner moves down to second. Berg with a base hit to center. Brings up Cole Peterson. Got a base hit last time he was up. One out. Runners at first and second. Haven't seen Weber go after any of his runners very often at all, I don't think. I think maybe one time he threw it over to first, but
they're not getting too big of a jump on him, so
yeah,
just hold him back.
2-0. That'll make it 3. Oh, that was a strike. Excuse me. Looked high and outside to me, but I'm at the wrong angle to tell.
Yeah.
2-1.
That's right in about that mid-range.
Ooh, that gets away from him. Like he was just tempting them to run, didn't it?
Yeah, Latos was in the right position to pick it up and throw it down there. You know, and you got, Kenny Berg at second, so I think Kenny recognizes, he's not going to beat that one down.
Ooh, he walked him. Threw that one way high. So we've got bases loaded, and Chuck Ely's going to come out and have a word with his pitcher.
Yeah, he got 89 pitches in right now, and they might be making a change. Yep, they are.
Yeah.
They're bringing in Foreman from center field.
Well, Weber had a pretty good run. He struck out, what did you say, 5?
I'll double check that, but I believe that's what he had here. He's got one this inning already. Actually, 6.
6 of them?
With that one this inning.
Okay.
He's pitched 4 1/3 innings.
So we'll give Foreman here a chance to warm up a little bit. Westby with a runner on first and second. See if Foreman can get him out of the inning here.
It looks like Weber's going to just switch places with Foreman and go to center field.
Yep. Well, let's see. We got races coming up starting this Saturday. You'll be able to watch that Sunday night at 7 o'clock, and then we'll play that back for you again on Thursday at 7 o'clock, our first race of the season. And, of course, Dan Dyker's racing program every Thursday night at 5:30, Seven Rivers Racing. You get to see some recaps of the races, both from Thomas Sparta and from La Crosse Speedway. Thomas Sparta doesn't get underway till, I believe, it's May the 7th.
Anything special with the first race of the season besides the title of it?
No, not really. It's just
going,
the Frostbuster. They're going to have the late models out there. The Sportsman division will be out there. They're changing the name of the Thunder Stocks to Hobby Stocks. I like Thunder Stocks better, but okay, whatever. Hobby Stocks. It kind of brings back some memories for a number of people. Coming up this year also, they're going to have a demo derby, which I don't think they've had one of those in a number of years. That'll be coming up the 4th of July weekend, that Saturday. I think the 4th is on a Thursday this year, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, and then they'll have the races on the 3rd, which they always have, a regular late model type race, and then they'll have special races, the demo. I think they're calling it, oh gosh, I can't, the short track demo kind of thing, where they'll be on the small track all night with Hornets and hobby stocks and a demo derby.
Oh, I can see Dan Diker getting excited about that. I've seen him on doing some Facebook stuff, just some of the smokers and getting rallies getting going with a lot of the drivers, and he just, Dan is just not only an announcer, but he's a fan of that sport.
Boy, big time, big time. So, bases loaded. And this is the pitcher, Sam Strangsteline. And he's going to hit a towering one way up there.
They may tag him. This is Berg.
Caught it. Berg.
Oh,
I think that was Weber that caught that out there, wasn't it?
I think so.
But they didn't, nobody tagged up, huh?
Oh, no. I was a little surprised.
Me too. 2 outs. Alex Glutch up now. He got a base hit last time to right field. Drove in a run, didn't he? I think he did.
I think he did.
Base is loaded.
Yeah, first time at bat, he used a ground ball to first base.
Then we move to the top of the order. I think West Salem would like to put an end to it right here.
Yes, they would.
Another high fly ball. Weber again pulls it in, and that retires the side. So Westby with 3 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. Didn't pick up any runs. Well, picked up 1. No, they didn't pick up any runs in that inning, did they? Yeah, that was in the 4th inning. So we move to the bottom of the 5th inning now. And our score once again 3-0. Westby in the lead. And we'll take a little break, and we'll be back with more baseball in just a little bit, everybody. So stick around. We'll be back after this.
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street in downtown West. Not every.
You know Boyer's Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
And more recliners. Dining room furniture.
bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay. Our score 3-0. Westby in the lead. And West Salem coming up to bat. Keegan Kuhl. Kuhl will lead off. Ground out to first baseman last time up at bat in the 2nd inning.
Yeah. Well, Salem has come close, but they've just not been able to manufacture any runs. Now they're working with their 8, 9, and 1 batter. Here as they start at the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far for West Salem today. Strangsteline on the mound still for Westby. Bottom of the 5th, and here we go. First pitch is a strike.
You know, the other thing, he's only got 56 pitches, Rich. So Rick, so he's, doing really well out there.
Strike 2. Cool with a big swing that time. There's a ground ball. That's going to slip in there. He's got a base hit. Kuhl gets a base hit as he hits one past the second baseman and out into center field. And that'll bring up Adam Gorski, the designated hitter. Struck out last time at bat. It's the young man that's a sophomore. Didn't you say that last time?
He is a sophomore. And Coach Ely had just put down the bunt. He made an offer. See if he wipes it off.
Strike one. Strike two. Yeah, that time he swung away. Yeah, there he got him. Struck him out again. I think he did that 3 pitches. Top of the order coming up for West Salem now, Christian Reamer. They walked him last time at bat. He's 0 for 2 so far as getting a hit. Over to first, gets him back. Whoa, threw that one away. There goes the runner down to second. That was, got away from Strangstein, went a little high on him, right over the catcher. So the runner moves down to second. And now West Salem with a man in scoring position.
Yeah, that's about the first time I think we've seen that tonight on Strangstein. He's been doing very well.
Down in the dirt. Ball 2. There's a strike. 2-1. There's a ground ball. That's going to get, picked up by the, picked up by shortstop over to third. Did he get him?
He did.
He got him.
Got him tagging on the shoulder. It had to be a good throw, and it was to get him.
So Keegan Kuhl, after a nice base hit, ends up getting tagged out at third, and Christian Reamer gets on base on a fielder's choice. The hit to the shortstop. Justin Barney up now. He struck out last time at bat. Should be 2 outs on the board. They only have 1 up there, but there's 2 outs. There's a foul ball. Looked like it was low and inside. 1-1. Put it in the same place. 2-1. Three and 1. There's a ground ball right out to the second baseman, and they'll just step on second and force out. So Barney hits into a force out and finishes off the inning. We move to the top of the 6th inning now, and on that time around, the Panthers pick up a hit or two. It's now they've got no runs on 4 hits and 1 error, and it's 3-0 as Westby takes the West Salem takes the field, and Westby comes up. We're going to have the top of the batting order for Westby. Hunter Ward will lead things off, followed by Nolan Rux and Gunnar Hansen. 1, 2, and 3 in the batting order. So you got some exciting things happening down at the Lacrosse Center these days.
We do. We got a few things going on outside of, the regular expansion plans that we're working on. But along with that, tomorrow, being Tuesday the 16th, we got the Harlem Globetrotters coming in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And the Washington Generals.
Okay. Who's going to win?
Pretty good probability, the guys in the red, white, and blue.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So they're coming in, and, they've got a 4-point shot this year.
Yep.
That they're working with.
A 4-point shot?
A 4-point shot. Yep. So that's way out there.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, that must be way down there. Yeah, you bet.
So they're coming through, and glad to see them come in. And we just got done with the Stansfield Pool Tournament, and we had a couple of meetings in there. And then we've got a couple of the conferences that are happening. And then next week, a week from Friday, Luke Combs comes into a sold-out country show.
Oh, yeah.
So that's we're looking forward to that, and kind of an exciting time for that show. And then in May, as far as the concert scene is concerned, we got Home Free, which is doing really well, and Acapella Country Group coming through. And then Michael W. Smith with the Newsboys come in on May 9th.
Yeah.
So
Christian rock, huh?
A little Christian rock. Yeah, it's gonna be fun times.
Well, I'm glad they're keeping you busy. Now, have they got the plans for the expansion? Is that all done?
Well, it's always a moving target. I mean, if you want to say the skeleton is there and that's what we're going to work with, yes.
Okay, good news.
But as you it's called schematic design phase 2 now we're going to. And so we're going to get into that process and, take a look at the layouts, and then we go to construction documents after that.
Wow. It's a long process, isn't it?
It is. The process is gone now. We're closing in on 5 years in this when we first started talking about, what do we want this building to look like, 20 years from now.
Hunter Ward at the plate for Westby. Counts 2-0. Trent Foreman still on the mound now for West Salem. Came in the last inning.
Foreman's a good all-around athlete out here. You heard his name on the basketball court and the football field.
Yep.
He's just one of the better all-around players out here for the Panthers.
3-0 the count. There he pitches a strike, 3-1. And he walked him. Hunter Ward leads things off with a walk, and they got a man on first with Nolan Rux coming up next. No outs. Balk.
Oh.
Free walk. Down to second.
Oh, Foreman is asking what I do wrong.
One 1-0 to Nolan Rux. There's the bunt. Oh, nice. Lays it right down there. Whoa, and Foreman throws it over the head of the first baseman. And the run comes in, and the runner will go down to second. So that's going to be an error.
Yeah, moves all the way around. Hunter Ward comes in. That's the third time Ward has scored tonight.
Yeah. And now it's 4-0.
I've got up now Gunnar Hansen. Gunnar Hansen flew out to the catcher, popped up in the first inning, had a base hit in the third, and he flew out to center field in the fourth.
Ground ball over the third baseman, gets it to first, and they got him that time.
Yeah, Hutchinson played that like he needed to. Took and looked back the runner. The runner with that hesitation took off for third, and he's over there now in scoring position.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Weston Cabot. He's struck out twice so far. He is 0 for 3 as far as getting on base. And now with a runner on third, Westby's threatening to add another one.
Yeah, one out.
Oh, gets away from the catcher, and he'll come right in and walk across the plate and score another run. 5-0. Strike. I think the count's 2-1. Another ball. Three and one. And he walks him. Well, that's Cabot's first time on base today.
Yeah, I know the foreman probably frustrated in that, knowing that he struck out twice. They're going to go out and talk to their pitcher now. I don't know if they'll make a change that quick or not, or just try to calm him down.
Foreman not getting into the groove too quickly here. He has walked at least 3, I think. Does that sound right?
He has 4, maybe. Oh, no, 4, 3. Yep. The walk was going back
so Weber.
To Weber, yeah.
Yeah. So a little discussion now as Westby in the lead 5-0, 1 out. Coming up to bat now, Kenny Berg, who got walked the last couple times he was at bat.
Berg's one of those batters, you know, he gets up there and he's got a big swing. He hasn't connected tonight. He's a big kid batting in the number 5 slot.
Runner on first. And that's a foul ball into the parking lot. There's a ground ball. Shortstop to first. Over to second to first.
Oh,
and they get him. Double play. West Salem pulls off a double play. And retires the side. So Westby picks up 2 runs on that one, and it's 5-0 now as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. And West Salem will be up with, I believe, David Latos will lead things off, followed by Trent Foreman and Gavin Holst. And before we do that, though, we're going to take a little break ourselves, and we'll be back with more today's game right after this. Stick around.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that.
Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Sofas, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great.
Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyer's Furniture.
Please. At Boyer.
Welcome back, everybody. 5-0. Westby in the lead here as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. West Salem needs to get something going, and certainly David Latos could be the guy to get things started for him. They threatened a couple of times. They had a number of men on base at one, and Westby kind of worked their way out of that one. So far, have not been able to put any numbers on the board. There's a foul ball. That's going to go out of play. Ken Berry making an effort to pull that one in. Ken Berg, excuse me.
Now they popped on the lights. Seen this a couple of times. They did that over in La Crescent too.
And now the sun's come out.
Yeah.
Sort of. Ground ball, shortstop. Over to first. Can he beat it?
Oh,
he got him.
Yep. And Latos
Boy,
turned
that was
around.
a close one.
It was. I think Latos knew right away too, because he ended up running over to the fence.
So Trent Foreman coming up now. Trent, the pitcher now. Let's see if he can help his own cause here. Strike one. Strangsteline still on the mound for Westby. 74 pitches so far as he moves to the bottom of the 6th inning now. One out and the count 0-1 to Foreman. Whoa. A wild pitch. 1-1.
He's had a couple that have skipped down there, and they might be just showing a little bit of edge of fatigue.
Another foul ball. Out of play. 1-2.
Ooh, he knew it too.
Got him.
He had kind of a closed stance, and that one got by him.
Yep. Okay, Gavin Holst coming up now. Gavin got a base hit last time, hit it out to right field there. He and Trent Foreman really got things going for him in that last inning, the 4th inning, I guess it was. And then Foreman got tagged out at third. There's a foul ball. Drops in there. Oh, 0-1 to Holtz. Nice.
Yeah, it was a little curveball in that one.
Yeah.
A little off speed.
0-2. Got him. Strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down on that one, and we move to the top of the 7th inning now, and the Westby Norse coming back out on the field. Sam Berg will lead off. Cole Peterson follows up that, and then Sam Strangsteline. So far, the Norsemen moving towards a shutout here of the West Salem Panthers.
Yeah, we got the bottom third of the order coming up. They were making some lineup changes too, they were talking about.
We're seeing Josh Knutson, I believe, headed out to, is he at first base? No.
Going to right field.
Right field. Headed to right field. I think we got somebody new at first base,
yeah,
too.
Yeah, got Jared White at first base. Yeah, let's see if we can catch any others that are adjusting.
Down to second it goes, and we're ready to get underway here.
First base for the Panthers, number 14, Jared Whitty.
Whitty.
Jared Whitty, okay.
Batting for Westby, left fielder, number 10, Sam Berg.
Sam Berg starts things out. Top of the 7th inning, and Westby with a comfortable 5-0 lead. Trent Foreman still on the mound now for the Panthers. 18 pitches under his belt. Whoa, ball 1.
That one got away from him, went behind the batter. That'll keep you loose in there if you're the batter.
Yeah. Ground ball. Shortstop's got it. Over to first. They got him.
Good
One
solid.
away.
Good solid pick up and throw.
So Cole Peterson coming up now. Walked last time up.
Number 9, Cole Peterson.
Got a base hit in the 4th inning. Struck out in the 2nd inning. Ball 1. There's a fly ball. It's going to go foul. Tagged that one pretty good, didn't he?
Got a round on it.
One and one.
Peterson's having a solid night at the plate for himself. Night like tonight and move himself up in the lineup a little bit.
Could be. Strike 2, 2-2. There's a pop-up.
Should be second base.
Got it. 2 outs. Now the pitcher coming up, Sam Strangsteline. So far hasn't gotten on base today. Struck out twice and flied out. No, wait, they're going to put in a pitch hitter. I take that back. Devin Nelson, Jr. coming up.
So that might mean Stranslean might be done on the mound, too.
Well, he's pitched a great game so far.
Yeah.
Only 80 pitches. He could finish the game if he wanted to.
He could.
One and one. Two and one.
They're playing fairly deep in dead center, shallow in left.
Come out and talk to Trent Foreman again here.
And he's just telling his infielders to stay put. He just wanted to go out and have a quick conversation with them.
All right, here we go. 2-1 the count. 2 outs against Westby right now.
Yeah, he might be just telling Foreman, let's go right at him. Make him swing. You got a pinch hitter.
Ball 3, 3-1. There it is, right back to Foreman. Picks it up, underhand, over to first, and they got him. 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down. Well,
so let's send them down to their last 3 outs.
Down to their last opportunity, and we're going to stay with them here and see if they can do it. So stick around, everybody. We'll be back right after this.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection.
Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
You know that Boyers...
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay. Bottom of the 7th inning. West Salem down by 5. They need to get a rally going here and quickly. Strangsteling did come back out. He is on the mound once again. 80 pitches under his belt. He's got about, 25 left there. So first up for the Panthers, number 16, Zach Hutchinson.
Yeah, well, he could have as many as 25 if he gets in the middle of a count. Seven strikeouts so far tonight.
There's a foul ball. Counts 1-1. Hutchinson needs to get on base here to get this thing rolling. Whoa, that was high. 2-1. Inside. 3-1.
Yeah, and need runners. You might want to look at this one.
Ooh, fly ball. Shortstop's under it. He's got it. 1 out. Caleb Weber now coming up. Weber, of course, started out pitching tonight and moved to center field. Caught a couple of key fly balls out in center field, too, there. Ball 1. There's a fly pop up right over to first base, and he's got it. 2 outs. Well, Keenan Kuehl coming up now. Keegan, rather.
He's grounded out once. Got a base hit.
Tagged him out at third, didn't they?
Yeah, he did.
In the dirt. Ball 1.
Let's go!
There's a ground ball, gets past the first base, or the pitcher rather, over to second, back to first. Did he get him?
He got him.
He did. 3 outs. So Westby goes to 3-0 in conference. West Salem now will be 0-2 in conference. They will take on Cochran Fountain City next Tuesday, and actually Westby will take on Cochran Fountain City on Thursday.
Yeah, next up for Westby, though, will be
Sparta.
Sparta, yep. But this is so early in the season. A lot of baseball to be played.
Oh, yeah.
So these kids are kind of excited still about the season and what could happen.
Some of these cold early games, you never know. It's just kind of hard to get warmed up sometimes, and we'll see what happens next time. Tomorrow we will be in Holman with Aquinas at Holman. That game starts at 4:30, by the way, so if you want to watch it, be sure to tune in on the web, or we'll have it for you the following day at about 6 o'clock. So final score here from West Salem, 5-0. Westby shuts out the Panthers today. For Art Fay, I'm Rick Wilson. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Till next time, have a great evening.
You've been watching the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the Westby Norse and the West Salem Panthers. Our game was brought to you by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning at 1025 Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Your comfort is their business. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. American Family Insurance and your agent in West Salem, Jim Quinn. Union State Bank in West Salem, where customers and community come first. Union State Bank. Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem, opening soon at George and Gillette on the north side of La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in historic downtown West Salem. And Allied Cooperative in Toma, West Salem, and Arcadia. Thanks for watching High School Baseball on KQEG-TV and KQEGTV.com. You've been watching the KQEG-TV.